On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started, and away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Get ready.
They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Come on. Ready?
First down. Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball to 44.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Panthers.
1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. 10 black. 10.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Wilson on the tackle.
Watch out now. 52.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Play action now. Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Escapes the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
4th down, Young. That's cut beyond the marker. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick
Now
off.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Murray taking right to the air. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's caught by Harrison. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air, Murray. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And the Panthers will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Ready?
Hubbard is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. Jukes away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's the connection to James Conner. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They start out with 3rd and 4. He's got McBride complete. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Trey McBride. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a one-score game in the first half. Trey McBride, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready. 50, green.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Red, cut.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Young on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Blue, 32.
They kick the running back in motion.
Cut, cut.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Down. Cut, cut.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
10 black.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from State Farm Stadium after this. First down now, ball at the 33.
Set, ready. Set, go.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Yellow, ready?
Young on 1st and 10. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
They'll empty the backfield. Motion him right. 2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Ready.
Young's going to throw it. 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers will add to their lead at the end of the half. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Bronx. Well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Oh, 100.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Oh, there's their consistent source of positive yardage.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Panthers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 reps. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Slice, 97. Ready.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Set, hut, hut.
Throwing here just before halftime. Rolling left, buying some time. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Bronx, means it's 3rd down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick
Now
off.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Caught by Connor out of the backfield. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Again, it's Murray to throw. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Another throw coming from Murray. Harrison secures this left side. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. They snap it to Murray. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Running back sent in motion.
Green Jack.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Ready.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hut.
Young working from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he's getting close, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Punts away, and he really pulled out the lob wedge here. It is soaring high as they try to pin them deep. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh no, they get him yet again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers take over at what looks to be the 43-yard line.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
The left side, Sanders has it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
To the air on 1st down. Young. Running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
It's second down.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Strikers. 52 blue. Five, 97. Cut.
Out of the gun, Young. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
11 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
Let's go. Black 40. Chop, 17. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up fourth and long. Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. Oh, and it's a fake puncher with the football. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Tried to throw a pass, and it sure blew up in their face.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals losing by 14. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Kyler throwing here. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A pickup of 17. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air, Murray. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now. He's got McBride complete. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ryland now for the extra point. Bit off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Cardinals cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cardinals 14.
So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Panthers recover the onside kick. That should lock up this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Oh, Bronx, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
He's throwing deep to the left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. He'll look to throw it. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And now they face second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronx. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches.
Brought in inside the 20. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Here he is to throw. Connects on the crosser. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. 1 play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Let's go now.
And the Panther first
Yellow,
down.
43, set.
Setting up to pass. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 9
Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
On the set.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Yellow.
They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap now to Young. That one's cut along the left sideline. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Young up first and 10. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Will Johnson there on the coverage.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast